Hey, Cassie Anderson here. Today is September 1st, 2017, and that means I am at day 244 of topical steroid withdrawal and week 35. So, let me give you an update. This last month, I feel like I've made a lot of progress, and things aren't perfect. I mean, it's always kind of like this, the ebbs and flows of recovery, but I feel like I've really turned a corner. I think that last month I had a lot of unnecessary behind the scenes stuff going on. Not behind the scenes. I think there were some things that happened, and I'll touch base about that just accentuated my health and my recovery in some adverse ways. And so anyways, I'm going to cover those. But if you've been following me at my 6-month update, I was telling you how I just didn't feel well, and I was stressed out a couple days, and I had this major headache, and I had a little bit of ear pain or whatever and couldn't hear. And all of month 7, it basically, the doctor had called it TMJ, which is like your jaw joints or something like that. And he said that it was pushing on my ears and making it pressure some. Anyways, this was a doctor that was filling in for my doctor at the time. And so he didn't really know much about my history. I was trying to fill him in, but I don't think he really had a clue. With all the baths that I've been taking, what happened was I got swimmer's ear. And I knew that. I knew I had water stuck in my ear, and it turned into an ear infection, which I knew that. I told the doctor that. I said, it just feels like I have this massive ear infection. And he's like, no, it's just TMJ or whatever. He gave me some ear drops. Didn't help. Well, come to find out, August 2nd, right after I reported to you guys, August 2nd, I went to the urgent care. And I was in terrible, terrible pain. I had this nasty yellow pus coming out of my ear, and I had so much pain. I was shaking. I was crying. All month long, I had this kind of pain as if somebody was screaming right in your ear. That's the kind of pain I was experiencing every single day. That was just even, multiplied that night. And wouldn't you know, I had a swimmer's ear infection, an external, I think they call it external ear infection, something like that. So anyways, this is my advice to all you bath takers out there. You need earplugs. The silicone earplugs, they're just like these little moldable things, whatever, you stick them in your ears. And here's the thing, is to disinfect them. I just take these little alcohol wipes or whatever. I don't. I actually call on somebody else to do it because my hands have so many open sores. But just take the alcohol wipe and disinfect them in between each use. So anyways, I just wanted to let you guys know that. I am over my ear infection that lasted about 6 weeks. Pretty sure. I couldn't hear basically the whole month. Anyways, and if you've been following me, you know that I also had knee bursitis happening, and I really truly believe that somehow was related to my ear, because my knee completely blew up like a tennis ball, and it's now quite a bit smaller, and it went down the exact time. You can barely see it, all the light in here, but it went down instantly when I started the ear infection medication. So anyways, that's a little update on me. So I really feel like month 7, I just went through a whole lot of turmoil that I really didn't need added on to TSW, which the TSW part seemed to be, pretty well under control. It was the biggest spots that I have that are troubling right now are my hands and wrists. Those are just every day, hour by hour. I never know what they're going to do, but they are getting a lot better. I don't think the camera can catch. They really, and it comes and goes, like I said, but a lot of the red is fading. Even my face. I keep wanting to film the same place all the time just so you guys can compare from month to month to month, and I can see the consistency in the background and whatnot. I did add a light today because there's so much light coming through this side. I wanted to even it out. But really, a lot of times, a lot of days, I feel like a lot of the red is starting to be, like the tone is starting to get more even. So my hands and wrists are really the worst. Hard to do chores. I've already said in the past it's hard to do wet chores, like anything with dishes or wiping things off, wiping things down at home, food prep kind of stuff. And I can still do it. I just know that I'm going to have to, I'm limited with how much I can do without it causing repercussions and having to rest more after or ice my hands more. The other thing has been my ankles. My ankles have also been really calloused and lots of sores, really rough like my hands and wrists are. But the last week or so, a lot of the red has gone down. So I'll just show you because, you know, I like to show and tell. I just scratched my ankle, so I don't know if it's a little red. But yesterday, I took pictures yesterday. That just looks gross. I don't know what that is. There's pictures yesterday on my blog, which I am actually in the process of posting, so it's not up yet. But my legs actually looked very white. So I'm really impressed with that they're, like I said, it's a rocky road to recovery, so I'm going to have ups and downs, but I will take all the white I can get. For the first time, I am proud of white skin. I'm not looking for a tan or anything. All right, moving on. So I've been venturing outside quite a bit more. I would say for probably the first 6 months, I really tried to stay put for as much as possible. I left for doctor's appointments, which I had quite a bit then. I've really kind of, I've been canceling doctors. I scheduled the doctor all year long because she's almost impossible to get an appointment with on the spot. So I just have monthly appointments, and if I need an appointment, I go. If I don't, then I cancel a couple days before. With that said, I haven't gone in a long time. I did see her at my 6-month appointment. Haven't seen her since. I might drop in the next month or two just to do a checkup, but I feel like I'm doing well enough that I don't need to spend the money on it. I forgot where I was. Oh, I know. Okay, so I've been venturing outside a whole lot more. My skin has been accepting more the temperature a little bit easier. It's summertime. My skin has also been accepting sunlight a little bit easier. So it just depends on the day and what's happening. But I decided that my 5-year-old needed to learn how to ride his bike. So I decided to go outside with him. And that was a really hot, scorching day, the day that I decided to be brave. I ran up and down the sidewalk with him a few times, and then I came inside, I took off my socks and shoes, I iced my ankles, I went back out, and I ran up and down the sidewalk with him a few more times, came back in, iced my ankles again, and then I just kind of rested for in a period of time, and then later in the day went back out and did that again. And every time it seemed like I needed to come back in and ice my ankles. And then the next day, he got it. He was riding his bike. So I was really excited about that. But that took me 2 days of being outside. And I had already been outside at this point. My boys were, they had swimming lessons the last week of July, the first week of August. And so I went outside and was supervising them at their swim lessons at the outdoor pool. And I just carried my umbrella around for shade. So so here this was kind of like the heat and the sun because I couldn't run with the umbrella. Anyways, so I got even braver and we went to a Mallards game. We're in Wisconsin. We had Mallard Ducks baseball game. My son had, 2 sons had earned some tickets or whatever for their reading program. And so, I wasn't planning on going initially, but that night, I thought, you know what, why not? And it was cool enough and it was nice. And so I ventured out. I took my ice packs. I ended up icing my knees, my knee, and I believe my ankles too while I was there. But overall, it was just for like 10 minutes. And I was there for an hour and a half, maybe. We didn't stay the whole time because it got pretty late and they had to go to bed. But yeah, it worked out. So it just really kind of gave me this courage to really take more risks. So all month long, I've been taking more risks. In fact, my son and I have been getting out almost every day. And we've been taking daily walks together. So that's been really nice. And I need that. I need it to strengthen my knee, from the bursitis. And also I've been kind of, I've been really inactive over the last 8 months, not really doing a whole lot and just letting my body rest and heal. And so I feel like, okay, I feel like I have enough strength now and enough energy and the willpower, and my skin's allowing me to be outside. So I just need to go outside. I want to push myself a little bit more. And if I sweat, I want to allow my skin to sweat and learn how to sweat, and do that successfully and recover successfully. And wouldn't you know, I might flare a little bit here and there. The first week, I was really had like some weepy skin under my eyes, but I would recover really quickly. So the next day I'd wake up and it didn't seem like it was that bad. So it gave me the courage to go out and do it again. And I'd come back with the red under my eyes again, but I would still wake up the next morning and I would feel better. And so anyways, it just keeps getting easier and easier, and my skin it's almost like my skin is exercising too, and it's learning how to build strength as I'm going out and doing this. So anyways, Eli, my oldest, he puts on his rollerblades. We go out for the walk, and he's always like, a mile ahead of me, but it keeps me going, and he's my motivator. He's my personal trainer. I love it. And so anyways, I've been getting a lot of exercise, and something that I had shared in the last video was that I put on some weight too. So this is really good for me to try to shed that weight now. So, and again, we're giving ourselves grace, right? Because this is just a different season. I mean, we're never going to have to go through TSW again, right? It's a one-time deal. So let your body do what it needs to do and then go from there. Anyways, our walks, I should say, it started off about 30 minutes. And again, if it is too sunny, I do take my umbrella, but most of the time we just go after dinner and it's cloudy or it's not as bright, it's cool, and I can stay a lot longer. So we've been doing about an hour walks, so each night. Okay. So yeah, I talked a little bit about dry chores are easier than wet chores, but I did overdo it this week. I did a whole lot of cleaning and organizing my house, more so than I normally do, but I pushed myself because I was having company. I have company all the time. That usually helps me. I was wanting company just to hang out and have fun and to be here with my kids and have lunch and stuff. So I went above and beyond what I normally do, and my hands were feeling it. So I cleaned in the morning, and about 11 o'clock, my hands were just stuck in like, I don't know, this position probably. And I iced my hands the whole 2.5 hours they were here. They left. I iced my hands the rest of the day, the rest of the night. My hands just did not want to move. So anyways, it comes and goes. This morning I felt really good. And I have to share some more good news. Most of this journey has been Epsom salt baths every morning, about 1.5 hours every morning. And there were little times here and there where I might have taken an evening bath or something in the very beginning if I were really oozy and slimy, or maybe later in this journey so far, when probably a couple months ago, when I was switching from Vaseline to the Vanna cream, and my hands they weren't as flexible, so I'd jump in the bath again. But that was only short-lived. It was probably for like a week. I didn't want to pay the water bill. Anyways, so this last week, I jumped in the shower. I'm so excited. So I decided to go for it because most of my skin feels like it's healed. There's a lot of the wounds, other than the ones that I just found on my leg here. There's 3 of them all of a sudden. I must have scratched at it at night or something, but Most of my wounds are healed on my legs and on my arms. So really it's just up to my hands and wrists at this point. If I wake up feeling like, wow, I'm feeling pretty good, then I'll jump in the shower. If I wake up really sore and I feel like I need to soak, then I jump in the bath. But I've already taken 4 showers already in the last week or so, and I'm really excited. But it's rocky, right? So I took 2 showers in a row, and then the next day, the following day, I took a bath. And then I decided to take a shower again. And then the next 2 days, I took baths. And then today, I took a shower. So it's just what I can, what feels best when it feels best. I'm not going to beat myself up over it. But what's really helped me discover if my hands are in good condition or not, first of all, it's the amount of wounds that are on them. But in the past, I've shown you my hands up close, and it's almost like a washboard, very deep grooves, and swollen and hard to move. And now it just feels like it's getting smoother. It's not so every time I'm like scraping by. It's feeling more normal. In fact, here's how I know it's getting better. Because for months, most of this time, I have not been able to do a thumbs up. Which, look, I can give you a thumbs up. I haven't been able to wave very easily. But this month I started waving. Super excited because when I'm out walking and my neighbor walks by or drives by, I'm like, I can wave now. And then high fives. That's the other thing. Is when kids come over to visit, I'm always like, give me a high five. But then I'm like, I can't like bend my wrists. Or I haven't been, but now I can. So super excited, making progress there too. Okay. So something else that was just super duper strange this month just came out of nowhere. My belly button started itching one night, and then it was starting to like get slimy. So weird, like detoxing out of my belly button. I never even knew that was a possibility. Well, that only lasted 2 days. It went away, and then like several days later it came back, and it was like really painful. It was like oozing and itching and painful, whatever, and I'm soaking in the bathtub, and anyways, it was like throbbing. It's better now, but yeah, it was pretty rough for a few days, and it would crust over and flake and all that stuff, and then it was done. But I thought that was really odd. I looked it up. I guess that is a thing that you can detox out of that. Okay, so another thing that has been, oh yeah, we went out, I took the kids out to play at the park. They played in the wading pool, and they did a zip line. We were out for several hours, and that was really cool. That was one of the longest times I'd been out so far with the kids, and I managed to do okay. And again, I just took the umbrella and the ice packs, and when I needed it, I used it, and when I didn't, I was free. So I'm making progress. Super excited. Okay, so something that the company that I work with, they just released, I don't think they could have had any better timing. They just released a skincare line that is 100% natural, gluten-free, vegan, cruelty-free, free of 2,500 never ingredients, all that kind of thing. So very, very clean and pure, and they do really good, a good job about quality testing. So being a distributor, I got like a courtesy shipment, and I get to try it, right? And I'm just praying. I'm like, Lord, please let this work. Because I mean, for a girl that things can be totally natural and safe and gentle, but if you're allergic to nature or sensitive, like, it doesn't matter, right? So it doesn't have to be a bad product. It just doesn't agree with me. And then I'm up in the air again, because I'm like, well, what's a girl supposed to do? Or a guy, if you're a guy and you have that same problem, right? So anyways, I got this stuff shipped to me, and I just stared at it for the first few days. I'm like, I don't know if I want to try it. Because when you've searched your whole life high and low, it's always it's intimidating, right? And anyways, I was super stoked to get it in the mail, but super intimidated too. So then I thought, all right, I'm going to give this a try. And there's a lot of people who take before and after pictures on their face, right? Because it is a facial regimen. But I'm like, I ain't going to try it on my face. Because I don't want to look like my 6-month video, because I was doing well. Honestly, guys, like this whole 9 months, I've had a lot of stuff on my face, but that was really rough. And all I did was try shea butter or oils, like natural. I'm like, I don't want a flare, right, on my face. I want to keep my face as good as possible. So you know what I did? I started on my right ankle, okay? So I did the regimen on my ankle, and I took before and after pictures every day for 9 days. I gave up on the 10th. I'm like, The pictures, I should say, like, visually, you cannot see a huge difference. So I'm going to throw the pictures away. But I felt a huge difference. So while my left ankle was still like rough and itchy and irritated throughout the day, my right ankle was getting softer and it was calmer. I didn't have any itching day or night. And even to this day, like, I stopped taking pictures. I actually stopped the regimen too. I'll tell you about that. Like, I don't know, like 4 days ago. But I still feel my right ankle is way softer than my left. The reason why I stopped the facial regimen on my ankles is because I found that I can use something else that kind of gives me the same results. So I got this hand and body lotion that my skin is allowing me to use. Super excited. I started putting this all over my body, and I started getting it on my left ankle. And so then it kind of ruined the results, the before and after results, because this is also the same brand. It's just a different skincare line within the same brand, okay? So my left ankle started getting just as soft as my right. I was like, I don't need to use all these steps then. I just have one step to get my ankle smooth and nice, right? All the red started going away, and all the calloused feeling. So anyways, this is Shackley's Infusel Hand and Body Lotion. So then, since I was having such great results on my ankle, and it wasn't irritating it anymore, I thought, okay, well, this could be safe to try on my face. So I did. I've been using this for about a week now, and I have before and after pictures. I haven't been taking daily pictures, but I have like the first day and then the 7th day, and that's all that I've gotten so far. Today's like day 8. But my very first picture was a lot of red and a lot of dry patches, and I feel like it's really smoothing out. My face changes, everybody, throughout the day. So I just got out of the shower, which my skin's still getting used to a shower and the pounding of the water. So I feel like a little bit more agitated, but I was so impressed. Like yesterday's pictures, I wish I could just show you my pictures on my computer here. But yesterday my skin was super white, and like I said, the tone is just really evening out. So let me just show you what I've been doing. This is the it's like a gel cleanser. By the way, this line is called Youth, Shackley Youth, look younger longer. So I do the gel cleanser, put it a little bit on, and it's just cleansing the skin. So once you put it on, you just wipe or rinse with warm water, and then the toner. And honestly, like, there's times where I will use these two, there's times where I won't, because I really don't put anything extra on my skin right now, so I don't feel like it's really gunky with makeup and everything. So these two I would say are optional, but let me just, I just saw this. This is a 3-in-1 soap-free pH balance cleanser. Combines a patented blend of vitamins and polyphenols plus exfoliating algae to gently polish, purify, and prepare your skin. Face the world with the radiance you were born with. It's only natural. Okay. What's this one? This one's a toner. Free your skin of dull cells and environmental pollutants to show the world a brighter, more radiant you. Go way beyond the basics to exfoliate, hydrate, and nourish with a patented blend of essential vitamins and extracts of green algae and muscadine grape. So I just take a cotton ball, get a little bit of the toner, wipe it down in my neck too. The next, there's an optional step here, and I will tell you this. There are little beadlets that are C&E, like highly concentrated C&E vitamins, and that did burn my ankle. Now, it's not a bad burn. It goes away, and it's really nourishing, but I think it's because it's so natural. It has a little bit more of the acid to it, citric acid. So that I think is what kind of gives a little bit more of a sting. So I think if you have more open wounds, you're going to feel it more. My wounds are starting to heal. I haven't used it the last few days just because I stopped using it on my ankle, and I'm not brave enough to let my face sting. But I do know that even I was tough about my ankle. I'm like, I don't care if it stings. I'm going to keep doing it just to see what happens. And it, like I said, the sting went away, and my skin turned out like smoother and softer and nicer. So I will get brave again at one point, and I will try this on my hands or my face or something. But anyways, that's an optional step that isn't a part of the kit regimen. That's extra. But anyway, so this is a serum, and just takes one little tiny pump, and this is kind of the golden nugget of this whole thing. This serum really helps to it just heals your skin. It heals up the wrinkles and the redness and all that kind of stuff, right? And it moisturizes and all these things. Let me just read this to you. I'm so not going to be able to pronounce half this, by the way. Youth Activating Serum has 10 times the actives to renew, regenerate, and make your skin act younger. Real quick, side note. So as we age, the way that our skin repairs itself, it slows down. So when you're young, it's like a 14-day cycle. And as you get older, I want to say it's like a month or so, or 40 days. I don't know. I so need to write this down when I'm getting trained, when I'm getting educated. But this helps to bring the vibrancy back in your skin, and it helps you recover that much faster. So that's why they say look younger longer. It really helps the skin to act like it's younger again, and it rejuvenates that much faster. So does that make sense? So this serum is kind of the golden nugget of this kit. So if you want to try anything, just one thing, this might be it. But I would say to attach a moisturizer with it. So let me finish reading. Our Youth Activating Complex has gentle encapsulated vitamin A, retinol, polyphenols, plus extracts of lotus, japonicus, apple cell, and schisandra. Something like that. And then the last step is a moisturizer. I only grabbed the AM one because... but the PM one is amazing. It is like, my skin just soaks it right in. It's just really, feels so good. But this is the AM one, and this is actually a really natural SPF moisturizer. Protect your skin from far more than just the sun. Natural marine biopolymers protect you from pollution. Patented antioxidants protect against free radicals. Mineral zinc oxide provides chemical-free SPF 30 broad-spectrum UVA, UVB protection. Vitamins and nourishing oils moisturize your skin and improve overall appearance of skin tone. So if you've read my blog or if you know anything about me, I am a girl that has not used SPF for years because I'm just that sensitive. I can use the closest brands that I've had, Arbonne was one that I could use a few times each summer, but no more than that. Otherwise, my skin would start freaking out. And I think theirs might be like the baby SPF or something. And then I've tried Shackley's Infucell brand of SPF, and that, again, I could use a few times each summer, but no more than that. But those were like the two closest that I've ever been able to use if an emergency basis, I'm outside a long time and I can't hide from the sun. Those were the ones that I went to. But this one, I've been using this all week and I haven't had any troubles with that. That's a big deal. So I love this stuff. but it also has moisturizing properties. Love it. Anyways, everything is, oh, this is the last one. I avoid my eyes. In the past, I didn't care about that. I'm like, who cares? Like, I'll take the risk. I don't take the risk anymore because I know that my eye appointments have, my prescriptions never stop changing. I think that has a lot to do with the steroids the ointment that I rubbed on them for so many years. But I'm really careful now. So this is actually, the Shackley Infusel, their eye treatment. And it instantly hydrates delicate skin and helps diminish the appearance of fine lines, puffiness, and dark circles. Pat gently around the eyes, safe for contact lens wearers. So I do just take a tiny little tiny little drop, and a tiny little drop, tiny little drop, tiny little drop. So that's been helping. And right away, the first 2 days, I would say that I was kind of skeptical because it felt like they were kind of rough and red, but it went away. So just keep at it if you try that and it works. Okay. The last thing I want to end with is that I turned 35 this week. I know this video is really long and I'm so sorry, but I'm sure you guys are all in the bathtub listening to this anyways and you have plenty of time in your life. So I'm just going to go the last couple minutes. So August 26th was my birthday, last Saturday. I turned 35. I cried because I was in the bathtub again and I was thinking there's got to be more to life than a bathtub. But it's only the first part of my morning and then I'm out. And I seem to get over it pretty quickly, but you know, sometimes you just want to be more productive in life than just taking care of yourself and nursing yourself back to health. And, you know, but it's just for a season. It's just, hopefully just this birthday, who knows. But then a few days later, Wednesday, August 30th was Eli's birthday, my oldest. He turned 10, and I think I just wanted to cry more about that because having a kid that's double digits is like, gulp. I really feel old now. But what I'm getting at is, for Eli's birthday, I got to sing happy birthday for the first time, and my voice worked. If you guys have been following my other videos, you will know that for years when I rubbed the topical steroid all over my face and neck, eventually over the years, it started sinking into my vocal cords and my voice was getting really weak. As I was getting older, my voice was getting weaker. And I could not even sing nursery rhymes or just the most simplest songs, not even Happy Birthday. But I can gladly report to you that Wednesday I got to sing Happy Birthday in tune and with strength in my voice for the first time in I don't know how many years. And that brought tears to my eyes too. So anyways, miracles do happen. Recovery does happen. And, you know, as positive as we want to be all the time, there are going to be times of tears, whether they're sad and weepy tears or really happy and excited tears. But regardless, it's all a part of life. We're always on this constant roller coaster, right? But we just need to trust that it's all happening because it's the way that it's supposed to be, and we can trust that. And I'm a Christian. I believe that God has a plan and a purpose, and He does want us to prosper, Jeremiah 29:11. So yeah, it's just a matter of trusting in that and being brave and having the grit to get through this healing process. So anyways, I wish you all the best in your healing journey, and I'd love to hear how you're doing, and comment anything that I mentioned on. If you have any similarities or if you have differing opinions, I'd love to hear. But yeah, so that's where I'm at. Just finished 8 months, so super excited about that. All right, we'll talk to you later. Have a great day. Bye.